Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sean Finnerty.
Hello, Sarasota. So good to be here. This is actually my first time here in Sarasota. This place is incredible. And the people, God, the people are so fucking old. What? You guys are old as shit. Seriously, what do you want me to talk about? Soft foods? Do a few bits on Life Alert? What are we doing here? This is incredible. My parents are here tonight. Yeah. When I invited them, I didn't realize they'd be the youngest people here. But this is cool. I love this. I love living. I live in Florida now. I love it here. Love it here in Florida. Yeah, it's incredible. I love it so much. I love how you guys handle the pandemic. Yeah. You guys gave that shit a week. And not even a calendar week. You gave it a work week, and then Friday rolled around and you were like, margaritas, bitches. It's incredible. I love it here. It's hot though. It is. It's so hot, I don't even think there's homeless people in Florida. I think people are just tired and resting from their trek to the store. They give up on the way back. Set up a tent. Florida, baby. We're doing it. I love it here. I was traveling. I was doing gigs all week. I flew in today for the gig. Every time I fly now, the airline tries to pitch me a credit card. Have you noticed this? I'm tired of it, you know. Finally today I had enough. I was like, listen, this is a Spirit flight. We're all getting declined. We're essentially on a city bus with wings right now. I'm flying from Atlanta to Tampa with a layover in Detroit. Cause that's on the way. After this, I'm not gonna need a credit card, I'm gonna need a therapist. It's ridiculous. I got an Uber to the airport. The lady driving the Uber goes, "Oh, you're flying? You'll never catch me flying. If God wanted us to fly, he'd have given us wings." And I was like, "Oh yeah? 'Cause he didn't give you wheels and you're driving a fucking car." Piss off with your horseshit riddles. Ridiculous. I love it over here, man. I moved over here 12 years ago. I'm from Ireland. Love it over here. By the way, can I just say this might be the whitest crowd I've ever seen in my life. Honestly, this is the first time I've ever felt not white enough. You guys are looking at me like, yeah, you're white, but you ain't our white, motherfucker. Randy, get the gun. Yeah, I've moved over 12 years ago from Ireland. I'm Irish. We're not the most attractive. It's all right. We're not. It's fine. Look at me. I'm getting sunburned by the lights right now. If those bulbs are UV, I'm fucked. Look at me, man. I got the skin pigmentation of a naked mole rat. I've had bags under my eyes since I was 7 years of age. 7. My teachers were like, "Who is this sleepy dock worker?" At the back of the class. When I was 9 years of age, my parents went for a parent-teacher meeting, and the teacher said, "We're real worried that Sean isn't getting enough sleep." And my parents had to be like, "Yeah, that's just his face. I don't know what else to tell you. That is a well-rested, ugly child." Seriously, look at me, man. I don't have a chin. Some of you aren't laughing. Let me give you the side profile. I don't have a chin. It's not my fault. It's an evolutionary thing. See, because my ancestors kept getting punched in the face by the English. So eventually, as a defense mechanism, we just stopped growing chins. I'm out here dodging punches like Beaker from the Muppets. Just me. And me. Get away from me, you crafty limey. Meh, 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 meh. I got catfished one time. Are we familiar with the catfishing? Familiar with that? Oh, you just, ugh. You sound like you're getting catfished right now. What was that? Catfishing, for those of you who don't know, is where someone looks good on their online dating profile and you show up to the date and they look like Sasquatch. Here's what happened to me, right? I go on this date and the girl had a dick. I'm kidding. She had a wonky eye. A wonky eye. Do you have a term for that here? What'd you say? A lazy eye? Lazy eye? Yeah. Well, this eye hadn't worked a day in its life. Yo, my man, this eye was collecting benefits off the other eye. Well, it's awkward, right? Because we're on this date and, like, neither of us are addressing it. You know, she's like, oh, you like movies? And I was like, what? What happened to your face? But here's what really annoyed me about her, right? On her profile, she took all of the photos at the one angle where her two eyes lined up right. It was like the fucking winter solstice. And here's the thing, I couldn't even be mad at her. I couldn't even be mad because, like, technically, I catfished her too. Yeah, you see, because I took all the photos front on. And as we've already established, I don't have a chin. I got engaged earlier this year. Yeah. Relax, it might not work out. It's been going well. She's great. She's from here. She's from Florida. When we first got together, she loved that I had an Irish accent. Well, let me tell you, the charm has well and truly faded. Yeah, because the other day we got in an argument and she said to me, and I quote, "How about you shut the hell up, you Peaky Blinders asshole?" And she knew it hurt because it's an English show. I didn't get it. I wasn't even wearing a hat. We lived together. I own nothing in my apartment. Nothing. Like, if you walked into my apartment not knowing who lived there, you'd be like, oh, I really like what this lesbian couple has done with the place. She's a hoarder. Do we have any hoarders in here? One. Did you think I said whores? Stop. We have a drawer in our kitchen that is entirely filled with chopsticks. Yeah, and we don't use them because we own forks. That's why. But every time we order Chinese food, we don't use the chopsticks. No. But we'll store them away for a rainy fucking day. And every time I'm like, why do you keep saving the chopsticks? And she's like, we might use them sometime. And I'm like, we didn't use them the time we were meant to use them. What, you think we're gonna crack these bad boys out for a Taco Tuesday? It's ridiculous. It's not all her fault our apartment is cluttered. Some of the blame also has to fall with her mother, who will send us a random box of trash every week. It's like we signed up for Wish and can't cancel. And our mother's always taking us to these stores that we can't afford. And I know we can't afford them because they smell good. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Do you ever walk into a place and you're like, what's that? Lavender? Oh, no. I don't have lavender money. They're trying to relax us, so we'll spend more. Let's get the fuck out of here. And then you end up dropping $75 on a candle because it smells like a feeling. You're like, what's this? Remorse? I'll take 2, please. It's ridiculous. I love living over here in the States, man. Love it over here. It's been such a culture shock for me. I'll tell you what. You know what my favorite invention I've discovered since I got to America is? The t-shirt cannon. You know what I'm talking about? You see it at sporting events and stuff? The t-shirt. That is the most American invention of all time. Are you kidding me? It's a gun that shoots merchandise at you. Yeehaw! I actually think the t-shirt cannon is the perfect thing to unite all Americans. Yeah, because it combines what both sides love the most, you know? It combines the right's love of guns and the left's love of handouts. Yeah. That's how you win over old people. But seriously, when I first got to America, do you know what amazed me the most when I first got here? The thing that impressed me the most about this country? Walmart. Yeah, laugh it up, you fucking snobs. It was incredible. I couldn't get over it. The place has everything. And it's so cheap. But somehow people just mock it over here. I don't get it. I think it's incredible. You can buy a TV, 4 tires, and a shotgun at the same place. But people mock it because some of the customers wear pajamas. You can buy camping supplies and camping equipment at the same place. But I can't enjoy it because 2 Karens beat each other with flip-flops over a tub of cheese balls. Guess what? I don't care. You know why? Because I furnished my patio for $46. Freedom. I had a lot of jobs. Before I did this, I had a lot of jobs. Do you know what used to drive me insane? I used to hate it when I'd work somewhere that did Employee of the Month. Familiar, Employee of the Month, right? Because it's so patronizing, you know? Like, oh, you want us to battle it out for Daddy Boss Man's approval? Like a minimum wage Hunger Games? It's degrading. And the prizes are terrible. They're like, oh, but you get your plaque on the wall. I'm embarrassed I work here. I don't want people to see me here when I'm not here. The only other people you put on the wall are shoplifters. At least they have the dignity of having their picture hung in the fucking back. And they're like, oh, but you get a $50 gift certificate. Oh yeah? To where? Fucking here. Oh great, the place I hate the most. Just a heads up, my birthday's coming up and I'm afraid of snakes, in case you want to get me a king cobra. Here's what you gotta do. Here's what they have to do to make Employee of the Month make sense, to really spice it up. I say the winner gets to pick 1 coworker to fire. Yeah. Sayonara, Cathy, you loudmouth bitch. Clogging up the break room with your nonsense. You know the sort, we've all worked with her. Oh, I've been having a lot of bad dreams lately. I think the planets are mad at us. And then you have to respond like she didn't just say the dumbest thing you've ever heard in your life. Like, oh yeah, you know, Jupiter's got a real temper. Fuck. You know what I love about that part of my show? Every single person in this room thought of the coworker you'd fire. Some of you have been retired for decades. You thought of someone from the fucking 80s. You're like, get out of here, Bill. You're done. You ate my sandwich for the last time. I saw an advert for a job recently. Check this out. I saw an advert for a job at crossing guard, right? I saw an ad for a crossing guard. And it said, now hiring heroes. Did you hear what the fuck I just said? Hey guys, I'm just gonna be honest with you right now. Not everyone gets to be a hero. We're down to crossing guards now. Hero used to mean something. Like, sir, back in your day, a hero was someone who, I don't know, battled the British. I know you're very old, but the point is, crossing guards are not heroes. They hold a stop sign. They're just a sign spinner on a power trip. They are one step removed from standing outside a strip mall in a giant Statue of Liberty costume. Not a hero. No crossing guard has ever gotten a Congressional Medal of Honor, is all I'm saying. You've never seen them walking up there in their neon vest. It's never happened. It's never happened. People are like, oh, is that a crossing guard? No. That's not a crossing guard. You would dress him by his real type. That is a bright green beret. Ridiculous. It's never happened. You're never going to hear that story. Oh, that guy, he's a hero. You want to hear what happened? Terrorists tried to take over the school bus. Then out of nowhere, old Johnny Brightjacket arrived. Beat them to death with a fucking whistle. You're never hearing that story. You know who the real heroes are? Fast food employees. I don't know if you've been seeing the videos lately. Fast food employees are beating the shit out of people. I don't know why we keep trying these people. They've clearly nothing to lose. I've seen this fight 100 times. Do you guys remember like 6 months ago when that Waffle House chick caught the chair? Did anyone see this video? Is this the wrong crowd? You guys have the internet here? This Waffle House employee, a customer threw the chair at her, right? She caught it with one arm and never broke eye contact with the girl. It was the most incredible thing I've ever seen. Right after she caught the chair, the chick who threw it shit her pants. I mean, we didn't see it in the video, but we can assume as much. What is the interview process for these trained assassins? Every time they come in, it's just like, well, I see you've no prior experience, but it says here under About You, you've got that dog in you? And you are ready to fuck a motherfucker up. You're hired, get in here. I'm gonna train you Monday on the grill. Tuesday you'll train in jiu-jitsu. Wednesday, kickboxing. Every time I see one of those fight videos, do you know what? It makes me mad. I'm like, I wish I could bet on this. I wish I could bet on this, because I would pick a winner every time. People are like, who are you going for in this one? Oh, me? I'm going for the Popeyes chick with 6 kids. I think she's going to take this one. It's crazy, man. What else can I tell you? I have foreskin. Anyone else here have the foreskin? Come on, where are my skinheads at? Don't go saying that. That's not what that means at all. I do have foreskin because I come from this crazy country named Ireland where we don't chop off the tops of little boys' dicks. We just let them keep them. Walking around with our full dicks. A bunch of full dick fuckers walking around the place. And trust me, we need all the dick we can get. You're laughing a little too hard at that, my dear. You're laughing like you've seen it. I found out the 2 main reasons for the snip over here. Number 1, hygiene. Yeah, hygiene. Like I'm not washing all of it. Like I'm just walking around here with a dirty dick. Old Dirty Dick Mick. That's what they call me. Here comes old Dirty Dick. Wah, wah. Do you know what the number 2 reason is? To prevent UTIs, urinary tract infections. Yeah, I'm 34. Never had one. But if I did, you know what can solve that? Cranberry juice. I'm not chopping off part of my dick for something that could have been solved with a bit of ocean spray. And like I said, I'm 34. Never had a UTI. Now, I've given a few because of my dirty dick. I'm glad you laugh because my fiance fucking hates that joke. Says it stings. Anyway. Alright, let's have a bit of fun. Breastfeeding in public. How do we all feel about it? Oh, this dude just wooed. That was wild. You need to keep that craziness to yourself, sir. You're meant to support it. You're not meant to cheer it. That was fucking creepy. I'm gonna be honest with you. Breastfeeding in public. Woo! Whip 'em out, ladies! That baby looks hungry! Good for you, sir. I support it, not like you weirdo. Well, I'll be honest with you, I've been thinking about this. There's one thing about breastfeeding in public that weirds me out. I don't know how to feel about seeing my favorite thing right beside my greatest fear. You know? And I hope someone in here doesn't get that joke and you're like, what's this? That pedophile's afraid of tits? I'm glad you laughed because I grew this mustache just for that joke. Love it over here, man. I've been arrested. Anyone here been arrested before? Yes, sir. What's your name, sir? Person who wooed. What is it, Tourette's night here? I'll yell something out, but nope, no follow-up. What is your name, sir, who's been arrested? Was it? Martin, what you get arrested for? That's drugs. Okay. I'll tell you my story, Martin. I've been arrested in 2 continents. Yeah, pretty badass, right? Been arrested in 2 continents for loitering. Yeah, it turns out old Shawnee boy has a bad habit of standing around. Time I got arrested here in Florida, right? Here in America, I was in Florida, right? I was at a house party, crazy house party. Here's how crazy it was. They had different themed rooms depending on what drug you were taking. Crazy house party. They had the weed room, which had like reggae music, the ecstasy room, which had like dance music, and they had the cocaine room, which was still the bathroom. They know their place, get in the stall. Here's the problem. I left this house party, I was walking home, and this cop car starts to slow down. I guess he thought I looked suspicious because I was stealing a road sign at the time. And here's the mistake I made. I ran, which I found out you shouldn't do here in America because your cops got guns. But that's what we do in Ireland. We run because the cops don't carry guns. So the worst thing they can shoot you with is like a disapproving look. Like, even if they catch you, they're just like, ah. Don't be doing that now. You're better than that. I know your father. I ran. They caught me. Threw me in the back of the squad car. Drove 45 seconds to the nearest 7-Eleven, where those 2 cops and 4 of their cop friends spent the next hour and a half impersonating my accent. And I don't know if you noticed, but when Americans try an Irish accent, it always ends up sounding weirdly Jamaican. They were like, fiddly dee, you're in trouble, no man. Check this, the charges they arrested me for were resisting arrest without violence, the old ba-ba-da-ba-da, and loitering. Yeah. Which I want you to think about for a second. Because that means my charges were for standing still and running. The fuck? Like the cop was like, don't be standing there. Wait, that's too quick. Slow down, slow down. This is Florida, boy. We meander here. Although I should be more specific, the loitering charge in Florida, not just called loitering. No. The full title on the charge is actually loitering or prowling. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I personally think that's a little unfair on us loiterers. Lumping us in with the prowlers. We're just standing around minding our own business. Now we're being thrown in with people looking in your fucking windows. That'd be like in the same charge you had running a red light or human trafficking. One's a little more intense. Gotta get out of here in a minute. I gotta tell you guys, I genuinely do love it over here in the States. But I will say this. If I was in charge, things would be a little different. No, don't clap yet. You don't know what the fuck I'm gonna say right now. Not all the states are gonna make it. There's at least 5 we can get rid of right out the gate. And if you're not laughing at that, it's because you're nervous because you're from a shitty state. And you're worried I'll get rid of it. Spoiler alert, you might be right. Who here is not from Florida? Make some noise. Okay. Of those people, we're going to do this real quick. You're not from Florida, right? Where are you from? Ohio? Fucking gone. Gone. Actually, Ohio's tough because there's a lot of states up there not really pulling their weight. I'll tell you what, we keep Ohio, West Virginia, fucking gone. Who else is not from Florida? Where are you from? Illinois, we'll get back to it. New York? All right, tell you what we're gonna do for New York. I'm gonna put it to the people. I wanna be a fair ruler, okay? If you think we should keep New York, on the count of 3, say yes. 1, 2, 3. Yes! If you think we should get rid of New York, on the count of 3, say fuck no. 1, 2, 3. Fuck no! You guys think I'm harsh? Woo! You guys are brutal. We'll do a few more. Where are you from? All right, do you know what we'll do? We'll keep it easier. Pick a state, my dear. Colorado. That's kind of pretty, right? It's kind of scenic. I say we keep Colorado, right? What about you, my dear? Pennsylvania. We already got rid of West Virginia. We're covered for that part of it. How about you, sir? Pick California. No, too big to get rid of, but I'm changing the name to Snowflakeville. You, sir, pick a state. New Mexico. That's all Mexico now. It's all Mexico. What about you, my dear? New Jersey. Don't cheer yet, I'm getting rid of it. I'm getting rid of New Jersey. That's all. Well, we already got rid of New York. Okay, there's not going to be a lot in that part of the map right now. But I am making one change. I'm giving the Jersey Shore to Florida. That is the most Florida place I have ever seen in my life. We'll take a few more. Pick a state, sir. Pennsylvania. Are you really sticking for that part? We've already done. Yeah, we've covered that. Pick Texas. Texas. Like California, too big to get rid of. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change the capital to El Paso. And I'm changing the name of the state to Red Mexico. And everyone gets a gun. So that part stays the same. Okay, granted. All right, 3 more and then I'm getting out of here. You, my dear. Georgia. Say hello to North Florida. What would you like, my dear? Alabama. Do you have to ask? Gone. Oh, we getting Alabama vibes in this room? I'll tell you what, I'll let Alabama and Mississippi fight it out. All right, I'm going to take one more and then I'm going to get out. Hawaii? Yeah, Hawaii's, but that's a bad one to end on because Hawaii's pretty. I say we just keep it. New Orleans, that's a city, you dumb fuck. Pick a state. New Orleans! Congratulations on your first time out of the house. Okay. All right, we're going to end with somewhere we haven't gone. What part of the map have we not gone to? Kansas? Kansas was recently voted America's ugliest state. I'm going to solve that. We're flooding that fucker. It's now a pretty lake. You're welcome. And last one, something in the northeast, something in the northwest. Let's go northwest. Northwest. Oregon? I'll tell you what, I'm going to pick one. Here's what we're going to do. You said Montana? We're going to end on Montana. Perfect, right. I need a volunteer for this last one. Someone near the front. Sir, you've been here, sir. Have you ever been to Montana? Yes. You have been to Montana. Okay, you're no longer included in this. You're gone. Sir, have you been to Montana? Yeah, I've been to Montana. Have you been to Montana? Yeah. I've been doing this a long time. I've never had 3 people who've been to Montana. I feel like you're messing with me right now. You've never actually been there. Have you been to Montana? You've never been to Montana. What is your name, sir? Andrew. You get to decide the fate of Montana. Here's what we're going to do, Andrew. Montana stays if you can name me 5 cities in Montana. He didn't even try to get one. He was like, I'm out. Well, so the bad news is Montana, gone. The good news is, congratulations, sir. You are my new vice president. You guys have been absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the show. Take care. Have a good night.
Sean Finnerty, ladies and gentlemen, come on.